Kayla, how's it going? Alright, let's see if I can... I guess that's the best I'm gonna get right now. Okay, so let's close this on my computer. Oh, it's really shaky, isn't it? Oh dear. This sucks. It's going good sitting here while the baby girl I just remembered she's 9 months today. Have to take her pics. Looks good to me. Can you hear me? I have to find the chat now so that I can see that while this is up. So, I can't hear me on here. Okay. Well, if you can hear me and the view is good, then that's what I need, right? So, hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I obviously have just started and I just, kind of want to just be with you guys and, make some friends, inspire, get some inspiration from people. I don't know, but I've decided to use my fine liners for this particular picture. This is Fabiana Atanasio, and oh, mine's upside down. How did that happen? Oh, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to change that because it's flipped it on my channel, which, I mean, I'm not doing a, picture that doesn't need that, but, yeah, I can just work with this, I suppose. It's really not sitting the way I want it to, so I don't know. I'm trying to, change the angle. Oops, not do that. That was not part of the plan. Plans. Okay. Probably made it worse, didn't I? Oh, sorry about messing with it. I'm still trying to figure things out. So, that's awesome that Coda is 9 months today. Give her big hugs for me, Kayla. Yeah, thank God I'm doing a picture that doesn't matter whether it's up or down because, yeah, it flipped on my page. So for me, my computer is over on my right side, and yeah. So, and the lighting obviously is not that great. So here's the fine liners I have. I don't have very many. That's something I can fix later. It's a universal picture, so I'm okay with that. So here's my fine liners. So here they all are. I have, 12 of those ones. And then I have these ones, which I am shaking everything. So I have some metallic ones from, I think, Indigo. These are my metallics. And then these are the Papermate Flares, which I have those. And then I have these ones from the dollar store, but I actually I like their colors a lot. I did a swatch here for them, and yeah, so I'm really happy about that. Wow, this is really laggy. This is crazy. Sorry about the notifications. I've been trying to get them to stop as well, and not quite sure how to do that. These ones here are from the dollar store, and that's how they swatch out. So these ones here, black up to yellow, and then there I go, hitting it again. This is going to be a problem. So, and then the Papermate Flares, these are from Indigo for sure. So hopefully you can see all of them. Very wiggly, I suppose. And then these are just dollar store fine liners. So that's what I have. So that's what I'll work with. It's all good. So yeah. The notifications are coming through the computer, not my phone actually. I managed to turn them off on my phone, I think. But yeah, I didn't know how to do that. So it's all a learning curve at this point, I think. I mean, I like this case too, but the holes are really small, so they're not really meant for, you know, markers. I had a really hard time fitting some of these in here. It was just insane. So, how is everybody today, and what is everybody else coloring? Have anything fun or exciting to talk about? So, let's see. I want to do, what color should I do this in? Let's go for, I don't know, blues, pinks, purples. I can't hear myself at all. This is weird. I have it like all the way up, and last time I could hear myself. The bottom right corner, what if I right click on it? Tablet mode, network, all settings. No new notification. I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna have to look into that, obviously, because that's like driving me up the wall. So what are you coloring in today, Kayla? Let's start with some of these purples. We have a dark purple and a light purple. I like these. So, dark purple, light purple. We'll start with that. We'll start with the light, I suppose. We'll start right in the middle. So yeah, it's crazy. Now that like October's done, I do not know what to do with myself. I need some help from you guys actually. Where do you guys find like a list of color alongs for the month? Because I really want to, you know, do some color alongs and keep up my motivation and everything I did in October. So yeah, I need to find a place where I can do that. That's cool to sit there with the baby. I wish I had a baby to just sit there with. I would, oh, I miss babies. Not that I want another baby, like I don't want all the time baby, but I haven't like held a baby in so long. And I miss the new baby smell and their little scrunchy faces and their little chubbies, and I love babies. So, I guess I'm coloring right on top of where I am trying to stream. So that is not a good thing. I'm gonna have to figure out that, because maybe if I come in from the other side, it won't be right on top. So where else do I want this purple? I think in here. So I figured this would be a good one to color and allow me to kind of get used to the chat, watching that, and, you know, watching this. So, sorry, I don't mean to color right on top of you. We're gonna definitely have to work on some angles and stuff. So, I did test the fine liners in the front, because I find that no matter what book I work in, when I am coloring, that the fine liners go through the paper like crazy. So I did a bunch of like colorings on the front page, and I don't think these ones will go through, so I'm quite thrilled about that. No, she isn't. They're so much fun. That's the thing, they're fun. You forget how much fun babies are, and how much joy they bring to people. Most people. Some people don't like babies, which is okay. I mean, I don't like dogs, or I didn't, or animals in general, but my daughter got a cat, and man, I fell in love with that cat right away. I loved that thing. I do love it. Its name is Lucifer, like Lucifur, which is absolutely the cutest name. And I absolutely love him. And I've never had a pet before, so, you know, and I've been attacked by a dog, like, badly. So I'm more terrified of dogs. I don't hate them. I'm scared of them. But my dad has a dog named Henry, and I love Henry. Henry's amazing, and he's the first dog I ever fell in love with. So we've been talking about getting a dog, and I think sometime in the future we are going to get a dog. My dad's dog is like a poodle mix, and he doesn't shed. He barely barks. Like, to me, like, I'm scared when dogs are jumpy and barky and stuff like that, because it, you know, brings back bad memories. But, you know, if we can get a dog that isn't all over the place, then, you know, that would probably be better. I don't know anything about, you know, training dogs or anything, but my husband does. He's had pets before. My kids have always wanted pets, but Darren's allergic to cats, or I would get a cat. So yeah, we've never had pets, so that's okay, I think. Exactly, Kayla, that's exactly how I feel about babies. I wish my oldest daughter, she's 21, and she has never, like, ever wanted children. If she does have children, she wants to adopt or foster. So, I mean, I'm so proud of her for that. That is amazing. But yeah, and I mean, my other one's 15, so we're not even talking about babies with her yet. So yeah, hopefully in the near future we can get a dog. I really, really want one. I'm really lonely here. I spend all day here alone while my daughter's at school and my husband works, and so mostly I'm sick, and so I have to stay at home and I don't get to go anywhere, and it's just very lonely, and it's sometimes debilitating. And you know, so for me personally, I would love to, you know, be able to find a dog that fit those needs, you know, and was a type of therapy dog for me. I guess it would be, you know, a dog who will sit with me when I'm not feeling well, a dog who, you know, isn't jumping around and barking is calm. Yeah, like a therapy dog. So you have two small dogs. Buddy's a Yorkie, Chihuahua. Jessie is older. I adopted her. She's abused. She's a white Maltese. And I have a cat. He's tan and white Stitch. Little boy Buddy, I don't care for much, but I'm still stuck with Jessie because she is old and on her last days and very attached to me. Very quiet, swallows every move I make, and Stitch is my baby snug. Yes, you need a small bred therapy dog. Calm. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. And they help a lot, you know, and it could help me because I have a lot of anxiety and panic attacks as well. So it would be able to help keep me calm. Like I can't go to Costco, you know, when it's super busy, and maybe having, you know, something like a dog that I could, you know, help with that, because I have massive social anxiety. Even thinking about it is making me feel kind of icky. So that's all right. Oh no, I forgot to do something before the stream, but I can't stop it to do it, so that's okay. Maybe I can do it. No, I can't do it that way. Oh, I feel so bad, but oh well. That's okay. So Car helps a lot with my anxiety and stuff. He sleeps on me and lays with me whenever especially when he knows I'm not feeling well or having a bad day. Yeah, that's what I would like, I think, you know, just to have a buddy, like somebody who loves me and I love him and keep me company, and, you know, when I have those panic attacks, you know, just be there to have something warm and a real person there. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. And of course, you know, Morgan's all like, well, we didn't have a pet when I was at home. It's not fair that you get pets now. And Kyrie's all excited about the prospect of getting a dog, and so is Darren, but they want a different type dog than I do. Like, Darren would like more of a mid-sized dog that he can play with. He loves playing with dogs, and he has such a good time with them. So he wants more of that. Like, he wants to be able to play with his dog, and I want my dog to be calm and quiet, and, you know, complete opposites. And yeah, so I'm not really sure where the compromise is there. I want him to be happy too if we get a puppy. But yeah, I think I definitely. Yeah, animals are pretty amazing for that kind of stuff. I worked the election, and actually there were quite a few. We had a federal election a couple weeks ago here in Canada, and people were. I worked at the election. I gave people their ballot cards and took them back and made sure everything was okay. And my daughter, actually, it was fun. She got to work with me at the same table, so it was actually quite a lot of fun since I had somebody I knew with me. And, you know, she's my baby girl, so I love her. She's like my best friend. And Kyrie, oh my god, Kyrie is amazing. Kyrie is my youngest daughter. She is 15. Hi, Mia. How are you? I hope you're having a really good day. Sorry about the setup. Things aren't exactly what I had planned, but they're things that now I know what to fix after. So, I mean, you can still see it, so I figured I'd just keep going, and I'll figure the things out later, the little glitches, and figure out how to flip my camera and stuff, so make it work. And yeah. Oh, thank you, Kayla. You guys don't have to worry. It would be nice, but don't have to worry about that. Yeah, it's all good. So, and what are you up to, Mia? Are you feeling okay today? I hope you're having a good weekend and that you're not feeling too shitty. Sorry, crappy. Yeah. So, what are you coloring in, Mia? Anything special? Or anything at all? Has anybody in here diamond painted at all? I kind of want to know what, like, you know, people I know, what their feelings are on it, because I kind of want to try it, but I'm kind of reluctant to try it too, like, so I don't know, maybe I'll get myself a little one for Christmas and do it that way, and then, you know. Hey, Patty. Patricia Hassenstein is my sister, and she came to support me, which is just amazing. Thanks, Patty. Oh God, that would drive me insane, Kayla. I'm scared of haunted houses. I don't do well in them. This is so awesome. Yay, my family's here. Not that, I mean, I don't want all my family here because, you know, then I'd be like even more stressed about streaming, but having Patty here is awesome. She makes me feel calm and secure, so it's definitely a good thing. Have you tried diamond painting, Mia? So yeah, I was telling you about Kyrie, my youngest daughter. She is amazing. My God, that girl is so funny. Like, we have to laugh a minimum of once a day with her because she just is hilarious, and she tries to be funny and you know, make I need to go back. Hopefully that didn't end my stream. Oh no. Okay, is everything okay still, or did it stop? No, it says it's still going. Okay, cool. Thanks, Patty. Thank you, Kayla. Man, it's a good thing you guys can't see my face because it's like all red. I appreciate that, but yeah. Thank you guys so much. I love you, Patty, of course, because, you know, you're amazing. And I love Kayla and Mia, and you guys are just so awesome and so supportive, like so supportive. And I appreciate that from everybody. So you don't have to. You can get rid of me if you want. Thank you, Kayla. So, Kyrie's playing video games right now, and Darren was up at like 4 this morning, so he's laying on the couch. I don't know if he's trying to have a nap or not, but he's laying on the couch doing stuff on his phone, and we're all just hanging out together doing our own thing. So it's a nice Sunday. And Darren actually got most of Friday off too, which was so nice. So I'm a little screwed up on my days, but that's okay. So So yeah, Kyrie started high school this year, and she didn't like it at first. She was having a lot of issues at first, and then, I don't know, probably about a month ago, she's like, Mom, I finally feel like I'm settling in. I feel like, you know, things are, you know, not so stressful. She's enjoying her classes, and she's doing amazing. She's getting like a 92 in science. So, you know, that's awesome. Thank you, Mia. At least I'm glad to know somebody will take me. You guys are so supportive. I don't know what I would do without you guys. All of you. You guys are definitely the ones who keep me going and, you know, help make my life a little better. And I appreciate and love each and every one of you. Well, I screwed that up if I was just trying to do purples. Oh, my kids are everything to me. I honestly don't know what I'd do without them. They are the ones who make me want to go on. You know, they give me a purpose, thank goodness, and they're just everything to me, and I just want them to be happy, healthy, kind people. That's all that I could ask. So if they can be, you know, happy, if they can be kind and, you know, caring and empathetic, that's what I want for them. I don't care if they have big, cushy jobs or make a ton of money. It's all about being happy and healthy. And that's it. That's what I feel like anyway. I mean, obviously you want your kids to do well for themselves, but, you know, that's their view of doing well, and ours sometimes don't always match. So, I mean, that's tough, but we respect our kids, hopefully, and yeah, exactly, Kayla. It's yeah, they are everything, aren't they? So, and Darren, well, Darren is amazing. We have been together for 20 years. We got together just around the time Morgan turned 1. So he is not her biological father, but she's known that since day one, and he has always been her daddy, always. It was never, like, we always, you know, were really honest about her situation and whatnot, and, you know, and she still loves him and thinks of him as daddy, and that is awesome, because we never officially, like, got her adopted or anything, but he is her daddy, and he loves her so much. It's crazy. So he's, like, such a good guy. I got sick about 20 years ago is when I started getting really sick, so he has been there from day one, and he has not left me. He has gone through things that no person should go through, and he is still there, and he's there every day, and he always makes sure that I know he's there, and that, you know, we feel like I'm just so lucky to have him. I'm lucky to have both my children and him. I love them so much. So much. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. I mean, those little people have so much control over us, and if they knew how much control they had, it would be scary. So, thank you, Mia. Thank you, Kayla. I am lucky. A lot of guys wouldn't have hung around. A lot of guys wouldn't have, you know, stepped up and been her daddy since day one. And, like, we were only together for probably about 3 months when we had the discussion about what she should call him. And she was just starting to talk, and he's like, I want to be your dad. And they chose each other. It was interesting the way that they got together. Like, he came over to visit, and I kept her up late, and I was actually married at the time to someone else who was very, very abusive, and he tried to kill me and Morgan, actually. And so I was with him, and then Darren, we actually knew each other in Canmore. So when I was 14, I used to work at IGA in Canmore, and Darren went there. So I would always, you know, he'd be like, I had a crush on somebody, and he's like, well, who? Well, who? Well, who? And I mean, obviously it was him. He was a little slow on the pickup there, but it was him. And I actually kissed him when I was 14, and then I was living with my husband, and my friend from Canmore happened to run into Darren, and he asked about me, and it turned out he lived, like, just down the road from me, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 blocks away, and yeah, he lived right there. So he, you know, we just started talking. There was nothing, we didn't do anything or anything before I split up with my husband, just FYI. So yeah, he was, it was just, so so he came over, and Morgan did not like my ex-husband at all. She never wanted to sit on his lap or anything like that. And that night, he came over, and he ended up being really late because he was in an accident. And so I kept her awake and kept her all dressed pretty for him. And he brought a friend who I used to know from Canmore as well. So it wasn't just him. And so Morgan was just learning to walk, and Wes was kind of holding her, my ex-husband. And she, like, squirmed out of his lap, walked around the table, climbed up onto Darren's lap, and went to sleep. And oh my god, my ex was so mad, because he thought, you know, he was the best parent, and actually he was a very bad parent. And he was so angry, because it literally was like Morgan chose Darren, because she wouldn't sleep with Wes, like, in his arms. She hated being up with him. And so she would, you know, sleep in my arms and stuff, but she chose him and slept in his arms, and every time he was around, she would go right to him, and it made my ex so angry because, you know, obviously he wasn't being favored. And yeah, so it's like they chose each other, I think. And so yeah, it's always been that way. He's an awesome guy, and yeah, like, he took us to his parents for that first Christmas, because we got together in September. And it was just after, it was like not even quite, well, I guess it was a month and a half after he did some really bad things, held me hostage, tried to kill me and Morgan, that stuff. But anyway, he was not a good person, and I got away from him. And so yeah, we went to Darren's parents for Christmas, and we've all been together ever since, and nothing will change that, ever. So that's my story of me and Darren. So, sorry, I'm just rambling on. Oh, that would be awesome, Kayla. That would be so awesome. Yes, I'm very lucky to have my husband. Well, we're not actually technically married, but we've been together for 20 years. I think that counts. So yeah, I'm lucky to have my husband and my family, and Patty has been amazing too. Thanks for coming, Mia. It was so much fun to have you here. You're amazing. And I hope you have a really good day, sweetheart. So yeah. And my sister Patty, she's my half sister, but she's not. She's my full sister in every way that matters. And she is amazing, and she has done so much for me and my family. And I don't know what I would do without her either. So I'm pretty lucky. I have Patty, she's my older sister, and then I have my younger sister Erin, who's my full sister, and she so she's 2 years younger than me, and she has 3 kids, and she lives up in Alberta, up near Edmonton. And we don't get to see her much, but she actually got a very bad cancer. She's been dealing with this for a while now, and she got a really bad diagnosis last time she was in, so things are a little scary right now. Yeah, and Patty has 2 kids, and she lives in Ontario, so there's that. And then I have 2 half-sister, I have 2 half-sisters. They're twins, Sophia and Nastasia, and they are very cool kids. I love them too. They're amazing. So, but yeah, I don't know what I would have done without my family. Like, not my parents. My parents can go fly out a window. Not really, I'm only joking. I love my dad. My mom, on the other hand, not so much. But Patty and Erin, and they're the ones that I'm close to, and they're the ones that I love so much. I would do anything for them. And I hope they know that, because I think it's important to know that. And, oh, see, now I'm gonna cry. I do love them so much. So, I have a half-brother, BJ, but we don't talk at all. Yeah, I have another half-brother. My mom had a son before she got together with my dad, and I've only ever met him like when I was really little, and so I don't remember him, and I have never met him or don't know how to even get in contact with him as an adult. So yeah, that sucks. I would really like to get to know him better. I mean, yeah. Oh, can we see up here? There, let's flip my book this way. How's that look? Oh, there goes the shakes. Okay, I think that's okay. Okay. Alright, let's go back down to chat. No, Patty's in Ontario. She's on the other side of the country from me, so we don't actually get to see each other, like, ever. I went to my daughter's for Halloween. Morgan and her fiance Ian, they live together, and they, everybody went to their house to get ready and whatnot, so it really sucks. I miss my sister more than you can even imagine. It's really hard without her here, but that's okay. We get through it, right? I mean, we don't really have a choice but to get through it. So Patty and I share the same dad. So we, all share the same dad. So, yeah, Patty's the oldest girl. My brother's 3 years younger than me. Since her mom died when I was 8. That sucks, Kayla. That really sucks. I mean, I may not talk to my sisters like, every day, but we all know that if any of us need anything, whatever we're doing gets dropped and we're there for that person. So we don't talk every day. It's hard, but we do know, or at least I know, that, no matter what, Erin, Patty, Sophia, Nastasia, they would just, if I needed them, they would come and they would do whatever I needed. So they are amazing. And I love my family so much. Oh, don't worry about it, Kayla. I mean, when I was 14, I left my mom and went and moved in with my dad's first wife, which was where Patty was, which is why I moved there, was for Patty. And, yeah, I wouldn't have survived that place without her. That was just as bad as being at home, except I had Patty. So that's, it really sucks, Kayla, when, outside people ruin things. It's not fair, and you just have to hope that, at some point he'll, get his head out of his butt and realize that, hey ho, this is my family, these are my siblings and whatnot, and I need to make sure that no matter what, our relationship is stable and secure, and you're there for your family. So hopefully that happens for you, Kayla, because Patty has been such a huge part of my life. Like she said, I moved to Ontario to be with her. It wasn't about living with her mom. That was just a place to be. It was about moving with her and being with her, and we've always been close, and we're 3 years apart. But when we were younger, we looked so much alike. Everybody thought we were twins. So even though I was 13, she was 16, and so everyone thought I was 16. So I got to do a lot of things that maybe I shouldn't have been doing, but it was fun. Patty made my life bearable there. Without her there, without her there, I would never have moved there, but it gave me somewhere to go, which I needed, and it gave me her, which we didn't, which I needed and still do. So hopefully he gets his head out of his butt and realizes family's important. And, that's how I feel anyway. But again, I'm just rambling. Oh, poor baby. Is she still teething? My kids are 6 years apart, so that was hard. But yeah, Patty and I are 3 years, and Erin and I are 2 years apart. So I am 41 this year. And oh god, when I went to Morgan's for Halloween, we were in the bathroom getting ready, and she just has like different lights and stuff like that. And man, I looked in the mirror, and I don't know if it's her mirror or what, but I looked so old. I don't look that old when I look in my mirror at home, so I'm not sure, but wow, I looked really old that day. It was awful. Because I don't wear makeup or anything, so I don't know how to fix that. I'm just getting old. I don't think there's a fix for that, personally. So, Oh yes, I'm an old lady. My body feels like it's about 80, so I guess that counts. I got a Score hot chocolate from 7-Eleven, and it's really good. And I put a ton of marshmallows in it, so I'm trying to like eat all the marshmallows. Sorry about that. I should not be eating on stream. That is rude. So is there anything you guys want to know or talk about? Or, I don't know. I'm trying to keep my hand out of the way. Sorry. Cinnamon sugar pumpkin iced coffee. Holy crap, that's a lot of sugar. Sounds really good though. My favorite color is black. I know it's not technically considered a color, but I don't go a day without wearing something black. 99% of my wardrobe is black. I love black. And I suppose if I had to, I don't know, purple, pink type colors, I guess. I wear quite a bit of pink. If I'm not wearing black, it's generally pink or blue are what colors I wear. What's your favorite color, Kayla? Music. When I was a teenager, well, and still actually, my favorite band is the Cranberries, and I literally like bawled my eyes out when the lead singer passed away. Live, they got me through a lot. REM, stuff like that. Now, I listen to anything. I'm not a huge music listener, to be honest. I don't turn on the radio. I don't, like, if the only time I really listen to the radio is if I have the car. And then I listen to FM or an AM station, which is kind of like our news station. So that's the only time I listen to the news is when I'm in the car. So when I'm in the car, I listen to that and get like the road reports and the breaking news and what's been going on. So I can't watch the news. It makes me really stressed out and I get really upset when I watch the news. So we just don't watch the news in this house. So that's the only way I get news. And then if something like big happens, Darren he'll tell me when he comes home. But yeah, I don't like the news. I don't understand people and all the bad things. And, you know, I feel like the way they report the bad things is sensationalizing it, and I don't like that. So I don't watch it. country, hip hop, rock. I love Lane Brown and Luke Bryan, country singers. But growing up, I was a New Kid. Oh my god, I was such a New Kid on the Block fan. I would have like done anything to go like to one of their concerts or something. I was so in love with New Kids on the Block. And who was it? Tiffany and what was the blonde? I don't know who Dr. Hook is either. Debbie, what was her name? Debbie Gibson? Debbie Gibson? Yeah, I think so. Madonna. She is always and always will be like my top person to color, or not to color, to listen to. I could listen to Madonna all the time. And when we go to karaoke, which I've been a couple times with the kids, when we go to karaoke, Morgan and I sing Zombie from the Cranberries together, and then I always sing Live to Tell by Madonna. So yeah, just had one here. They did our back together last day, birthday for my mom died. My 8th birthday, I had a Donnie Wahlberg New Kids on the Block cake. I had all the Barbies, blankets, pillow, everything of them. Yeah, I didn't have the Barbies of them or anything like that, but I had posters all over my wall. And I mean, it's funny when you look back now, because you're like, I had that person on my wall. Like, oh my god, he turned into such a loser. Like, I had a picture of Will Wheaton on my wall. He was later, not when I watched him, but later he was part of Star Trek. He was like the new kid. And yeah, I had a huge crush on him. And now it's like, where are you, Will Wheaton? You get made fun of on like Big Bang Theory, but you know, I don't really know what he does anymore. So hi, Shell. How are you? Thank you for coming. Sorry, I get excited and I bounce, and the my phone bounces too. So hopefully you guys, like, I'm not trying to color so you guys can see. Not that it matters. I mean, you guys have all seen people use fine liners to color everything, right? So it's not like, you know, any special technique or anything. I'm just trying to keep my hand out of the way. So, yep. They're kind of pilling up my paper. Well, crap on a cracker. They're ghosting a little bit. I even checked. And now they're ghosting. That sucks. Yes, Brittany. Yes. Oh, Rochelle, I love you. So, I think she's still here, but there's this lady in my chat named Patty, or Patricia Hassenstein, and she's my sister. And yeah, it's awesome that she's here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited you're all here. I'm like, it's just, wow. I don't... Now I got the giggles. Now I'm getting hungry. Of course, right? But I wouldn't eat while I'm trying to talk. So, I can survive until I'm done. So, Kyrie brought home so much candy from Halloween, and then we went and bought some like the day after. And so there is like just so much bloody candy in this house. It's insane. And yet we'll all eat it. We shouldn't. but we do. I do. I shouldn't be eating them. So last Christmas, Morgan and Ian got Darren this ottoman for Christmas, and it's one of the ones that has like you take the top off and it can hold stuff. And so last Christmas, that's where we put all of our Christmas candy, was in there, and then we just kind of share it. And then, you know, we put our Easter candy in and try and share that. And just before, like, I put all the new candy in it from this Halloween, I had to dump it out because there was just so much crap chocolate in there that none of us would eat, you know, the little Christmas balls and stuff like that. And yeah, it's there's so much candy in there now. We went to Shoppers and they had some like just amazing sales. So yep, we have the case. But with it being in the ottoman, it's actually nice because we don't see it. It's not out, so it's not like, you know, you have to walk by the table and, oh, there's candy, I have to have some. So you actually have to, you know, remember it's there and really want it to remember it's there. So, you know, we eat less of it when it's in there. So that's good. And then when it's in there, we all share. So, yep. Like they had a Shoppers Drug Mart had like, you know, candy bags that you buy. So they had like the Twizzlers pack for like $3. And Twizzlers are Darren's favorite. So that was awesome. Oh, it's so exciting that you guys are here. I forgot to tell Katrina I was on though. Does anybody talk to Katrina, or has anybody seen her? Because I forgot to tell her that I was streaming. And she didn't want to miss it, and I feel guilty. So, let's see. Can we see all that? Do I have any wool? What kind of wool? For what? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. So, right now I'm coloring at the kitchen table, which is really not good because A, the chairs suck, and it's actually painful to sit here. And just, I mean, the way I have to set everything up, it just isn't good. So I'm hoping that, like, for Christmas we get, because we're planning on getting a table for me with a light and all of that, so that I have somewhere to do my stuff. And yeah, hopefully we'll get a place to actually stream, like a comfy, you know, my area kind of deal. So I'm so excited. So do I have any wool to crochet? I have a tiny bit, only because I'm working on something at the moment, but I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of like extra anywhere or anything like that. Are you trying to crochet, or do you want me to crochet you something? Is that why you're asking? Are you crocheting? Or did you try to crochet and it didn't work? Or do you just want me to do something? I don't know. So, I don't know why I chose to color this picture today. Normally I hate wallpaper pages. They drive me up the wall, and I think it's a waste of paper, and it's a lazy thing to put in books. But this one actually doesn't have like a ton of wallpaper pages, so I don't know why, but I saw it and I'm like, yep, need to color that. So this is from Snow White by Fabiana Attanasio, if anybody was wondering. I love her books. I would collect her books in any language if I could. I have not Cinderella, I have, well, Snow White and Alice in Wonderland are the two I have. And they are from Katrina, actually. Because sometimes Katrina, well, she sent me this really big box once, and it was just really awesome. She's an amazing person, too. So... trying to see if this can all fit. Well, it shows all three. That way? Yeah, wrong way. Okay, this way. So, shouldn't I? Oh, I should be on live chat. Huh. I can help make ugly Christmas scarves. I mean, you would have to let me know exactly what you were looking for, but I could try. I have no problems with that. So, oops. Took my stream way in here. I have a little bit of pink, like, gradiated wool or acrylic yarn, because I made like a, I don't know, kind of like a cardigan with it. But that's all I have right now. But if you need me to pick up more, I can. I mean, I don't mind. If it helps you do something for Christmas, I'm all for it. Oh, Michelle. Adult coloring therapy is on right now, but that's okay. I don't know Michelle that well, so I'm okay doing this. I've been wanting to stream, and I, keep meaning to do it, and then, at 7 o'clock at night, I'm like, oh, okay, we gotta stream, and then I'm passing out, falling asleep, because I'm so tired by that point. And then I'm just not doing it. So I decided to do it in the middle of the day today. I'll probably do it more in the middle of the day than at night. I mean, I don't mind doing late nights if I'm awake, but yeah, we're doing some stuff with my medication right now that is making me sick or not sick, or feel like crap or throw up or not throw up. It's very one day to the next right now as far as that goes. So, and I could probably pick up like a skein of yarn or something, I don't know. Don't be sorry, sweetie. Life happens. Real life is more important than a stream. So, let's see. Well, I hope everybody else's day is going well. Mine started really early, and it's not Darren's fault, but I've been awake for a very long time. Yeah, don't worry about it, honey. I get that you're not supposed to sit here for 4 hours or whatever and just, steadily watch. You have to get up and do things and go around your house and stuff. I get that. Don't feel sorry. Real life happens, and it is more important. I mean, if Kyrie really needed something, I would stop my stream and go help her. I probably can make a couple scarves, Patty. Maybe. I'm not that fast, but I mean, I don't know how to make an ugly scarf though, like, and I don't really understand the whole ugly sweater thing, because I'm sorry, but if I'm going to buy and spend my money on a sweater, I want it to be something that I will wear. And ugly sweaters now have become such a thing, and they're so expensive. Yeah, thanks, Rochelle. I don't know what to talk about. I talked about my kids and my husband, and whew, I mean, my life is pretty boring, and I'm here by myself. I wake up, I generally hang out in bed for a while and hang out in the bathroom for a while, and generally I stay downstairs where mine and Darren's bedroom is, because there's a bathroom right next to it, so I stay down there during the day, and then when they get home, then if I'm feeling well enough, I come upstairs and hang with them. So I know, right, Kate? I'm sorry, Rochelle. Oh, Alina, she's one of my favorite authors, illustrators. I want to learn how to crochet. I know that I crochet and stuff. To learn how to make it not ugly. I like it. I get 2 pieces of fabric. Cut slits on all sides. Oh, and not tie them together. Okay. Used to crochet. Oh, that's amazing, Rochelle. I'm really sorry about the arthritis. That really just sucks. Something that I'm not going to say. This is really hard to not swear. It's very difficult. I didn't think it would be that difficult, but I kind of have a potty mouth, and I swear a lot. So I'm finding this like a little difficult, to be honest, because I keep wanting to say things, and I've already messed up a couple of times that I shouldn't have, and that's okay. I mean, messing up is fine as long as I'm not doing it all the time. But yeah, it's really hard. I have to remember that I'm, you know, not talking to Darren or someone else. So yeah, I learned, I kind of, well, I did a loom blanket once, and my friend Dana took me to her aunt, and because I didn't know how to like crochet them together to make the blanket, so she kind of like, instead of doing what I was doing, the looming, she taught me, you know, how to do a basic, you know, chain stitch and single crochet, and I learned myself from there. I find crocheting to be very easy. I find knitting is easy too once you get the hang of it. It's just a matter of getting the hang of it, and you know, like making scarves is a good thing because, you know, they're easy to make. They're just straight rows, and you do, you know, a couple rows of single crochet, a couple rows of double crochet, a couple rows of, you know, treble crochet or triple crochet, you know, and just practice that way, and it still turns into a beautiful scarf. So you still end up with something that you actually are proud of afterwards. So I've quilted a blanket before. I love quilting. I just don't have anywhere to put up my, like with my coloring stuff here, I can put it away so that Darren doesn't get upset that my stuff's all over. But with sewing, I find that my stuff is bigger, like the sewing machine, and I have to leave it out because it's a lot harder to put away at the end of every day, and then, you know, want to get it out again. Like, it's just a pain in the ass. So you leave it up, and then it takes up room. It takes up a lot of room, and Darren gets frustrated, so again, I'm waiting for that other table so that I can do my stuff, which includes quilting. So, and I've made 1.5 like cardigan type things this summer. I'm finishing off the second half of one, so I made 2 of them. So I just have to sew the pieces together, and then I will finish the one piece, block them, sew them together, and then I will have 2 cardigans for next summer. So I'm actually really proud of that because I've never made anything for myself ever. So we had cardboard. Oh, Kayla, that sucks. Yeah, I get that, Rochelle. It's just part of your life, right? Well, that's kind of ridiculous. Like, how do they expect you to do anything when you can't use your hands? Like, you still have to be able to function. And Rochelle, like, is the reason that you won't have the left one done is because it didn't really work with the right one? Like, you didn't like how it worked, so you don't want to, like, try that again with your one that hasn't had surgery? Bed dolls. Oh, I used to have a bed doll. I used to have like a pajama doll, and it was like a doll, and then it had like a bag kind of sewn in, and it looked like a dress when you sat her on the bed, and then underneath it was a zipper and just some plain fabric, and then you open the zipper and you put your pajamas in, and it's a place where you can, you know, keep your pajamas, and they're not sitting, you know, out on your bed. My mother was a clean freak, just FYI. So yeah, we had those, and that I loved my pajama dolls. They were the best things in the world. They were amazing. My mom used to be really crafty. She made a lot of neat things. Like, she used to do take these, I can't remember if it was a hat or like a embroidery hoop. I think it was a hat. But anyway, she'd like sit there for days spitting out eggs, and then she'd use the eggshells on the hats, and she'd like straw, whatever, and she would make these gorgeous hats for like her sisters and stuff that they would put on their walls. And she made these things for their bathrooms. And my one aunt, my mom made her like a peach and mint green one, and to this day I love peach and mint green together, just because of that bathroom and the dolls my mom made to go like on the wall. So yeah. Oh, that is so cool, Rochelle. That is awesome. So these aren't working as well on this paper as they did when I tested them. They're kind of pilling the paper, and it sucks because I tested them in the front and there was like no bleed through, there was no ghosting, there was nothing, and now they are, and I'm really upset because I tested for sure to make sure, because I know like my fine liners, they go through everything I try to color. It just doesn't seem to matter what coloring book it is. So I was hoping these would be better, and they're just not. The paper isn't any better. I mean, it's nice paper, but it's pilling, and I'm not even like coloring hard or in the same place. Like, I'm not making a mess of it or anything, I don't think. But yeah, so I won't be using fine liners, I don't think, in this book again. And yeah, kind of course picked, you know, dark purple right with everything. So untwisted sweater yarn. Oh, that is way cool, Rochelle. I've seen that yarn. That was nice. That's so cool, Rochelle. You're so crafty too. I love what you do. You color so well. Like, you do too, Kayla. You guys are amazing. And then I look at what I do and it's like, you know, 80 steps down. So, but that's okay. I keep, you know, every time I do something, apparently I get better. So, well, I should hope so. I mean, if you're going to keep doing something, hopefully you're getting better at it. But, yeah, I mean, these are just fine liners. They don't really take a lot of effort or skill to use. Unless, I guess, you're doing interesting things with them, which I'm not, so that's okay. Yay! Yellow is done. Or the darker yellow, anyway. Oh, thanks, Kayla. I don't think I'm that great. I've only ever colored, like, honestly, 2 or 3, like, real people with, like, skin tones, and I've only ever used, like, soft pastels once on one background, and I just don't have a lot of experience, I guess. It's not that I'm bad or anything, but exactly, Rochelle, like, it's not great, but it's fun to learn and it's fun to do. So, you know, there you go. That's how I feel. I'm just having fun doing it. And like, I was so happy in October, just because just because there was so much to do. There was the creepy coloring collaborathon. Maybe I should see how I talk. The creepy coloring collaboration, and then there was that, and then there was the Sabrina picture plus Inktober, which I did. I just haven't posted it yet. And yeah, I just don't want to, like, every time I post, I end up posting like 3 or 4 or 5 things, which, yeah, and then I feel like I'm just like pasting Instagram with my crap, and yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to, you know, it to be crap. Hi, Cal, how are you? Oh, thank you so much, Cal. I subscribe to you and I've been watching your videos. I've been going back and watching them, and I love your videos. And congratulations. I can't remember how many subs you reached, but I know that you hit a milestone, so congratulations on that. Thank you, Rochelle. I loved my Inktober. I actually had really a lot of fun with it this year. I had so much fun with it, and I did get, there are a couple pictures that were not done by me because Kyrie colored one picture, and then she wanted to do another one, so Kyrie's done 2 in my Inktober, and Morgan did 1 and Ian did 1, so it became like my family Inktober book, which to me, I get the point is for me to draw every day, but it personally for me makes my book so much more special because, you know, that's, my kids are in my book, so that's that. I feel like that's absolutely fine, and, you know, if I didn't draw a ghost and my kid did, that's okay, it still got done. So, Night Cal, thank you so much for dropping in and saying hi. It was awesome. I'll make sure to drop in and say hi to you too. And thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that a lot. So, yeah. I'm really shaky too, so I tend to go out of the lines quite a bit. So, it's part of the reason I don't generally like working in fine liners. I think I'm going to put some gel pen on here too, though. I think we need to make it sparkle a bit, I think. Just being that it's a wallpaper page, it just needs to be jazzed up a little bit. think so too, Rochelle. I love having like the kids draw stuff for me or like be a part of something I'm doing. Like Morgan and Ian, they know that like if they ever want to borrow a coloring book or like any of my, you know, pencils, markers, whatever I have, they're allowed to borrow any and all of it. Like whatever they want or need is allowed for them. So, yep. I love when they, you know, decide to help me with a project, or even like when I colored the collaboration pictures. Like I did a lot of those at Darren's parents when we went up for Thanksgiving. So yeah, it was fun because Morgan and Ian were there and we were all coloring together, and they helped me with like some color choices and stuff because I was really stuck on the background for the like the pinup vampire girl. So they helped with that, and I love when it's like all of us together doing that. Sometimes I go to Morgan's house and we just art all day, and it's so much fun. So, and Kyrie, she's not really into the art thing, but she loves cosplay, so she can sit here and like paint her cosplay stuff and you know, get that kind of stuff ready, and she can do it while we sit here together, so that's nice. I really, really love that, because, you know, she's artistic in a totally different way, and she is amazing. Like, she's doing these different characters, and, you know, she's got the pieces. She just needs, you know, a wig here or something there, so she loves it. She loves making costumes and dressing up as other things, people, whatever. So that's no problem, Kayla. I know you're here, sweetheart. And I appreciate you being here. I really, really do. So, hopefully I didn't take away any time you were going to stream, because, you know, I wouldn't want to do that either. So, I generally get stuck with the color choices too, Shell, and I don't know. I never know what to do for colors. I always like have to ask Morgan and Ian what their ideas are, and yeah. I mean, I don't have very many fine liners, so I've just got to go with what I've got. That kind of makes that easy. But, yeah. I play crib with my dad. Darren and his family, they play crib as well. So I love playing crib with like Darren or Morgan and Kyrie know of it. Darren's dad, he actually hunts, and like he hunts like really hunts, like they use the whole animal and stuff like that, and he brings it home for meat. And I guess he doesn't do it anymore, but 2 years ago he was hunting. So anyway, he takes the horn, or are they horns? Antlers from like a moose or whatever, and he actually makes crib boards on antlers, which is the coolest thing. We have one, and it is so awesome to pull out our crib board, like especially if people don't know we have it and we get to show them. It is such a cool piece of art. So that is awesome. We should play crib, Shell. We should find like a app that we both, you know, like and can use, like a crib one. Maybe on Facebook, I don't know. And then we could play crib together. That'd be fun. I was playing crib with the computer yesterday, or actually no, sorry, yesterday, on Thursday, I believe I had the car Thursday. But yeah, my phone was dead, and so I'm like, Darren, let me use your phone while I have a smoke. And so I took it outside and played crib against the computer, and I lost one very, very badly, and then I kicked butt on the other one. That was exciting. So yeah, that would be fun. That is so cool, Shell. That is really cool. I used to live in Nova Scotia on Cape Breton Island, actually. And it's actually really boring out there when you actually live out there, so there's that. But yeah, that is awesome. So like, you're half Canadian, which is awesome. Like, my dad was born in Germany and came here when he was 5. I think 5, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'm half German, really. So that is very cool. Oh, that is awesome. You just get more and more interesting, Shell, every time we talk, I tell you. It's awesome. I love learning new things about people. And I'm glad you're my people, Shell. And Kayla. You guys are both my peoples. And Katrina's my peoples. Patty's my people. I have lots of my peoples. Well, okay, maybe I don't have lots of my peoples, but you guys are my peoples. I don't even know how long I've been on. I'm a slow colorer, so I mean, I haven't gotten very much done, but I don't even know. What does it say? An hour and 28 minutes. So, oh wow, that's quite a while. I'm so glad this is working. Have you ever been there, Shell? To Nova Scotia, like to see them? I guess their burial sites or anything? Like, have you ever been to Canada itself? I'm gonna have to get a passport and like come down to the States, because yeah, I need to like meet my people in real life. That's what I think. So ugh, this paper is driving me a little crazy. It's like one freaking layer of ink is too much. And that sucks peanuts. There you go, that sucks peanuts. That's a good one. Sorry, when you were 10, I was, oh, did you just go to Nova Scotia, or did you see anywhere else in Canada? To Ontario for the sailboat races in the Olympics. Oh, that is so cool that you got to see that. That is way cool. When the 88 Olympics were here, they were in Calgary and around Calgary, and they like we got to go see some things with the school. Like we got to go see the speed skating, and we actually got to go back there and actually skate like on that ice after the Olympics were over. And my parents got us tickets to ski jumping, and we saw quite a bit of things, and it was so much fun. It was so interesting, and I have such like vivid memories of that, and I loved it. So much fun. So we lived like, I don't know, 45 minutes north of Calgary at the time, in a place called Didsbury. And yeah, we lived there until the end of grade 6, and then we moved to Kindersley, Saskatchewan, which is just like well, it's just a little city in Saskatchewan, obviously, but it's on the main highway, so it's like, you know, like a really big stopping place to get gas and stuff, because it's like the only place between there and wherever you would go. It's the only place between there and the next like place. I'm not making any sense. Oh, that is so cool, Rochelle. I'm gonna like go to Ontario and just go and look up Hudsons and ask if they're related to you. So my dad's side of the family, my dad lives in BC, actually. Oh, that's not a good view. My dad lives in BC near Kelowna, and the rest of his family, or most of them, live in Ontario close to Patty. And so I just found out, Patty told me today that they're planning a really big Christmas because, well, my sister's diagnosis came in and it wasn't positive, and they're not sure that she'll make it through to another Christmas. So they're having a big Christmas out there for everybody and whatnot. So I might be going out there for Christmas. Let's see. So I don't know how we would go. I mean, we can't afford to go, and it's a 3 to 4 day drive depending on the weather. So it's not, you know, just around the corner, and we have no money for like airfare or anything like that. So I don't know if we'll be going. Probably not. I mean, because my daughter's here, and you know, we'll pretend that my dad's going to pay. I don't think he wants to pay for plane tickets for, you know, all 5 of us, because Ian and Morgan would have to come too, and I can't, you know, I'm not gonna leave my kid. So I don't know, we'll have to see what goes on. Maybe I can sneak out for a couple days before Christmas and then come back, since I don't, you know, I'm by myself anyway, so it's not like I can't go and then come back, but I do have to make sure. We'll have to see. I really would like to go. I mean, that would be amazing, but again, that means that, you know, all 5 of us would have to go and get the time off, and all 5 of us would, you know, and then, you know, like, we have to spend money on that kind of stuff, and then we wouldn't really be able to buy Christmas presents either. I don't know what to do, but I will figure it out. I mean, I literally just found out, so my brain is running around trying to figure out how to make that work. So, which one, Patty? I have a half brother from my dad too. My dad and mom were both married before. My dad had 3 kids. My mom had 1. Then they had me and Aaron. And then Dad had Sophie and Anastasia. So, yeah. It's a basic breakdown of how my family works. My uncle used to own a scallop trawler. I went all the way to Boston. Oh, that is so neat, Rochelle. I'd like be, oh, maybe not, I wouldn't. I don't know. I would love to go see Boston. I just love to go anywhere, honestly. I don't go anywhere, so it's, you know, I'm bored. I would love to visit anywhere and everywhere I could. I would come, like, visit everybody. And if I had the money, if I won the lottery, I would probably do like a coloring retreat, maybe, where I would find a place. So I'd have to find somewhere in the States because, you know, that's where most people are from. And it'd have to be kind of central. And then it would have to be like maybe somebody in the coloring community like has like a farm or something where there's space, and then everybody could just kind of camp out there. That would be my thing. And then I would like pay for, you know, to have some books and pens and pencils brought in, and we could just, you know, have a fun meeting each other and coloring all day. That's my dream. Oh, I would too, Rochelle. Yeah, we are going through quite a bit of stress right now regarding finances, so it's a thing, but I cannot dwell on it because I will stress over it, and then I get depressed because I feel like it's my fault for hurting financially so much. So I really can't, you know, dwell on that stuff, or then I'll start to cry and get upset. And I don't want to do that. Exactly. I never go anywhere either. I did that, like this summer, Kyrie, her marching band, was out in Kelowna. And that's where my dad lives, and Darren's sister actually. So I went out and saw Kyrie's like final performance on her tour, and then Darren and Kyrie came out and we stayed at my dad's for a week. So I was there for like 3 weeks, and then Darren and Kyrie were there for a week, and then we came home, and 2 years ago we went to Dad's for the summer. And then I think the year before that, I went to Vancouver because Patty lived there at that point. And that's about it. And that was when we had Greyhound. And Greyhound sucks and just closed their doors without warning one day. So we don't really have any way to get around now. Like, you know, if I was thinking of going to Ontario, normally I'd think about taking the bus. But the bus, what was that? But anyway, so they took the bus away, and now we don't have bus service. So it's a plane or a car. And, well, either way you look at it, it's gas prices or air prices, and neither one is good right now. So yeah, traveling is so expensive, and it sucks because I would love to just travel. I'd be happy if, like, when the kids were settled and whatnot, if Darren and I got like an RV and went around the country and around the states, and I hated Greyhound, but it was something that at least allowed me to see people and get out and away from the house. And without it, like, I can't go anywhere. We have an expensive one that goes from here to Edmonton, like from Calgary to Edmonton in Alberta, and they have Wi-Fi and all that stuff, you know, if you have to commute. But they're expensive because they have Wi-Fi and drinks and stuff like that. So it's not meant for just people trying to get to and from, you know, northern Alberta to southern Alberta. It's meant for workers, and they're very expensive. And so at least Greyhound was an alternative that we could afford. And I mean, I have traveled from like Vancouver to Cape Breton Island at one point or another in my life on a Greyhound bus. And one time when I was going from Saskatchewan to Cape Breton Island, we had a guy who like started flipping out on the bus, and he started throwing like bottles, and he hit me in the head with like a Snapple bottle really hard. And we actually had to stop and kick him off the bus and wait for the police to come and get him, because we were out in the middle of nowhere. And it was right around that time that there was a guy on the bus who actually, I don't know if he did it on purpose or not, but he cut someone's head off around that time. So I was like lucky I wasn't on that bus. But yeah, it's not the best and it's not the cleanest way to travel, but at least it gives you the option to travel. So that's how I think about it anyway. I was in Tacoma, Washington to see my brother in 1997. Wow, that is a long time ago, Shell. 1997. I would have been 19 years old, and I had my daughter in 1998. Do you ever get to see your brother? Like, does he come and see you at all, Shell? Do you have any other siblings? Or just the one brother? I'm sorry, this is probably like a super boring stream, you know. I am not making 70. I've had one, maybe two. So yeah, I don't crochet that fast, and I have to really want to crochet that fast. And I actually just put it away because I was bored of crocheting my cardigans. So I will try to crochet one or two, but you have to explain what you mean by an ugly scarf, because that I'm a little confused on. Just because I don't know what an ugly scarf is. And this is so boring, and you guys are like sticking around because you are amazing and supportive, and I really appreciate that. And I know Belinda's streaming, so I know everybody's over there, and that's okay. I don't expect to compete with Belinda and her channel, but my daughter Kyrie's here. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
That's my baby girl.
Hello.
She's amazing. She's sitting here drinking Dr. Pepper, taking a break from her video games. So, she's amazing.
Looks really good so far.
Oh, that sucks, Shell. I would hate not to be able to see my family because of stuff like that. Oh, that's horrible. That sucks. What are you doing, Kyrie?
Oh, I just came over to see how you're doing. Looks really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You like the purple and the yellow?
I do.
I think I'm going to put in some blue, too. because I need another color that's gonna like, well, I need more than one color, but I'm gonna have to figure out these sections and then the outside sections here. So yeah. I kind of like it with the white though, like this one here, like with the white around here. So I think I'm gonna leave those with the white, and then we'll figure out these parts with these same colors, and then figure out these parts with like 4 different colors or whatever, and then that'll be that, and maybe do a background.
I'm excited.
You're excited for what?
See it finish, because it's gonna look good.
I hope so, because this is my Fabiana Atanasio Snow White, and I do not want to screw up pages. But remember how we looked about ghosting?
Yeah.
Look at it's all ghosting through. So apparently the first piece of paper was not the same paper.
Oh, fun.
So, because I did some like serious coloring on that first page to make sure it didn't go through. So I'm a little disappointed about that, but hopefully it's not too bad. I'll be careful.
I'm gonna go back.
Okay, thanks, sweetie.
Yep.
Love you. Sorry, that was my daughter. She's amazing. Everybody's amazing. I feel like a broken record. You have a half brother, but you aren't that close. I have a half brother, but I don't talk to him at all. So we don't have a relationship. We just never have, not really. So, not a big deal. That's Patty's brother. That's who I'm talking about. He's her full brother. So, yeah. Let's see how that looks. So, once I'm done, I think, doing the light purple on the top part, I think I'll go after that, because it's coming up on 2 hours and I am tired. Sorry. And I don't know what to talk about. I guess I have to figure that out, make some, I don't know, maybe we can do like I can find some questions for Would You Rather. We could play that. I'm not used to talking for this long, so yeah, it's very weird. Oh, Michelle, you are such a good person. You're amazing. There is no other word to describe you. I mean, there's lots of other words to describe you, but amazing encompasses everything. You are amazing, and you're kind, and you're compassionate, and you're empathetic. You're just such a beautiful person, Rochelle, inside and out. And I am so glad that we started talking, because you mean the world to me. And I appreciate and love all the times we talk. And I love even just saying goodnight. It makes me feel nice and good. So thank you for being a great friend. I like taking, you guys probably can't see what I'm doing. My hand is probably all in the way. I can't believe I've been on here for almost 2 hours. That's crazy. It's like, it's 4:21 here. Oh yeah, we had time change this weekend. So, I forgot about that. So I'm confused. Is it? Yeah, it's 422. Okay. Normally it would be 522. Oh, okay. That makes... Darren changes the clocks without telling me, which is nice. I like that he does it. So I just start looking at the clock and seeing the time, and I just don't pay attention. But it makes sense because when I take my medication, now they're an hour off, and that could be why I'm feeling weird. It's because I don't have my medication right now. I can't take it for another hour, so that's why. Sorry, my arm's in the way. 6:22. You're 2 hours ahead of me. I think Kayla is too. I think she's in the same like time zone you are. I'm pretty sure. And that's the same time zone as Nick and Tina in Ontario. And that's Patty's time zone too, actually. Everybody lives in that time zone. Nobody lives in my time zone. It's not fair. You should all move out here to be closer to me. That's my world plan domination. Everybody I like is going to live in a city, and you have to be approved to live in the city by being kind and generous and all of those things. And I would move everybody, maybe not here, maybe somewhere a little warmer. Yeah, I don't like our cold. So maybe somewhere a little warmer, but that sounds like a good plan to me. Having everybody I love there. I think that would work. I could move Katrina and Kayla and Rochelle and my family. So I think that's a good plan. I think Darren's sleeping on the couch, and I feel bad because, well, I can be quiet. I mean, he's been sleeping while I've been streaming, so I guess I'm not bothering him, or he's just used to it. He's going to be happy that I started streaming because he's hoping that I can get all my, conversation and talking out on my stream, and then I won't sit here and blab like an idiot to him for 3 hours when he gets home at night. I have verbal diarrhea a lot, and it just comes out and it doesn't stop. So I think he's really hoping that'll happen. Which I totally understand why, but I just can't help it. And we're playing with my antidepressants, and they make me talk like crazy. So we're working on that. It's a good time to stream when I can't shut up. It is hard to talk for 2 hours, though. I mean, that's a lot of talking. Thank you so much, Rochelle, for being here, and I will probably talk to you later. Hopefully, anyway. I love you. Have a good night, sweetheart. So, like I said, I'm almost done here. I'm just going to finish off this color, and then that'll be it. And yeah, so crap. I'm shaky, and so I'm going out of the lines. And I don't like when I do that. It makes me feel like a screw up. I can't stay in the lines. I know I'm not. Don't take that way. But I know I'm not a screw up. It's just coloring. But when I do it, I want to do it as good as I can and not have flipping colors and other colors, and it's not supposed to look like that. See, like, look, what a mess. I made a mess. I've made lots of messes with these, though. I just haven't said anything until now. One more, quarter of one. Sorry everyone, I kind of don't know what to say at the moment. And like I said, I just need to finish this. So maybe next time I'll pick a more interesting page to color, but we'll see. I'm nervous about coloring on stream. I'm nervous that I'm going to mess up because I can't concentrate on just that. Like, I have to concentrate on the chat too, which I'm not really. I guess I could do it. I just worry that if I start something like a person and I get into the skin tones that I'm not going to talk. And if I do talk, I'm worried I'm going to screw up because I'm not paying attention. So that's why I picked a page like this. Is most of my screw ups don't look so bad once it's all done, and I didn't have to concentrate too much. I had to figure out colors, but I mean, yellow and purple is a pretty basic color combination. So there, that's it. So that is it for today. Thank you everybody for being here. You guys have been really awesome and made my stream really fun, and thank you. I appreciate everybody who has come. It's really fun. It's been a blast, and I don't know if I'm going to color this on stream again, but we'll see. I'm going to try and stream again tomorrow because I want to get into the habit of doing it. So hopefully I'll see everybody tomorrow. I love you all. I hope you all have a great night. And you guys are all awesome. And thank you for being here. Big hugs.